You are now tapped in with your girl, Miss Unique, on the Unique Experience Podcast, the place where broken crayons still color.
Well, hello to all my unique vibes. Welcome to another episode of the Unique Experience Podcast, the place where broken crayons skip, they still color. I am Miss Unique, and I'm here to inspire, uplift, and bring you stories that will ignite your passion and creativity. So, get ready for an epic ride because we have an incredibly special guest on today. My friend, my brother, DJ Cyclops. So whether you're tuning in from your car, from your house, on your job, at the house, on the go, it don't matter. But we're going to get started and make this moment unforgettable. I hope he's ready. So without further ado, we're going to welcome the one, the only DJ Cyclops. But before I bring him out, I'm just going to tell you that this is legally blind powerhouse, y'all. He has taken the music world by storm. For the ones in the back that didn't hear me, he has did his thing by storm, adversities, and life itself, because y'all know life be life, right? So, yeah, he have a lot of mind-blowing stories to tell y'all, but we can't get them all in one time, right? So, and then his talent is unmatched as well. So without further ado, from the streets to stardom, DJ Cyclops is ready to lighten everybody's light so that his light will no longer be dim, and we're gonna see what he got going on, right? So I introduced the song and present to others, none other than DJ Cyclops.
Man, that was a great introduction.
Yes, I got you.
I like that. I feel like I was on Club Shay Shay.
Yes. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, ma'am. I'm doing good. Like you said, life be lifing. So I'm good.
All the time, right?
Yes.
So this is what we're going to do. Before we get into all this tea, Cyclops, we're going to set the tone, right? We're going to set the tone with his music. By the way, throughout this podcast, you're going to hear some songs, right? But I didn't introduce you as this person yet. But we're going to play one of your songs, and one of the songs are called Voyage, okay? So you guys get into gear, listen, and enjoy.
This is your captain speaking. I don't think they hear me though.
Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
I'm catching a cruise ship, don't have time. You ask what I'm doing. GPS got that, I know where I'm going. Breaking my life, but not illusion. There is no need for confusion. Jesus Christ is who I'm choosing. By my side, no better feeling. Defeated demons, conquer villains. Switching up the conversation. He saved my life, that's revelation. Deeper get right or get left. I'm still running, I ain't tired yet. I'ma keep going till my last breath. Cause God knows I'm trying to get left. No worries, I ain't gon' fret. No hurting, no more debt. Stay trying to go, and that's a bet. On this ship, I'm gone like a jet. Come along and ride with us. Fantastic voyage. That's the way I'm going. I'm going to see the king. Come along and mansion in the sky and I wear my crown. Rose of gold plated, not gold plated. But God is on time, he's not outdated. Since I was a little boy, I had a stain on me. Anointed so heavy, I couldn't get it off me. Staying on my trail, I had to shake the devil off me. Steady on my grind, and I ain't talking coffee. Stirring up my gift mix, a camera with the toffee. God is speaking to me like I had a walkie-talkie. Lost in the wilderness, nature looking naughty. Living treacherous roads, got a little rocky. Pulled a U-turn, now I'm back to my foundation. Back to where I found God, he gave me salvation. Kicking in my hand, which gave me confirmation. Working for my savior, this is not a vacation. I'm going to see the king.
Okay, so can y'all hear me? I want to make sure everybody hear me. Okay, so good. Can you hear me? Give me some thumbs up. Let me know y'all hear me. Okay, cool. I didn't want to play all of it, just a little bit, so y'all can know that he is more than just what you see and what meets the eye. Okay. So we're gonna kick this thing off. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you? Are you ready? That's the question.
Yeah, I'm ready because I'm
All right.
excited. I am excited about this. So we're gonna do things a little different, and we're gonna start off by talking about your journey and your inspiration. And in the midst of that, you're gonna give us a little insight of who you are and what you're about.
Okay. Well, for those who don't know, my name is DJ Cyclops, aka Dion, aka everything else. Mr. R&B, Mr. Everybody knows me like by different names. But my real name is Christian Forney. Grew up, born and raised San Antonio, Texas. Um, my journey it's been a journey. It's been a real journey. Basically, as he stated earlier, born legally blind, so automatically that was an obstacle, from jump. So, and basically trying to figure out how to live life, in a way that will be best for me. So, let's do a little fast forward. Music's been always in my life from the age of 2. So, singing in choirs, that's always what I've been doing. So you skip to high school, that's where I really got into it. Really dabbling in, audio production, singing in the school choir, directing the school choir, and then going into, actually being a recording artist was really unexpected. Because even though I love music, I didn't think I would be a recording artist. I thought I was just gonna be, somewhere behind the scenes. And then DJ came along. And kind of changed my whole aspect of the music industry. Self-explanatory, Cyclops was born 2020 because of I was rebranding my whole self as a DJ. And I guess you could say this was one of my inspirations was X-Men. I used to watch X-Men as a kid. So Cyclops was a superhero on X-Men, and Cyclops used his powers through his eyes. So I was like, okay, let's do it this way. So I named myself DJ Cyclops, and here we are today.
And see, that was
And
one
see,
of the
that was one
questions
of the
that I was
questions
going
that
to
I was
ask
going to
you.
ask you.
So I jumped again. I'm sorry.
So yeah, so
Yeah,
being
so
legally,
being legally,
so being a
so being
legally
a
blind
legally
DJ
blind DJ
is
Hmm.
such an
is such an
inspiring
inspiring
aspiration in
aspiration
itself,
in
right?
itself,
In
right? In
story.
story.
Um,
Um,
when
when
you
you
when you first
when you
started
first
getting
started
into the
getting into
DJ
the
business,
DJ business,
being
being
blind,
blind,
how did
how
you
did you
feel it would
feel it
go?
will go?
In the DJ biz, I didn't know how it was gonna go, honestly. Because like I said, when I first started off, it was more so, I guess like a hobby. Uh, you know, I was going with my cousin. Shouts out to DJ Miss Eclectic out in Georgia. She's the one that really taught me how to DJ. Uh, but going with her to gigs and then her basically saying, "Here, this is on you now." So it was like I said, I didn't know how it was gonna go. Still to this day, um, I still don't know how it's going because you know, um, I do have some challenges with certain situations. But luckily, I have a great support team. Especially with my momager, Lady B. She's there with me like every step of the way. So um, it has been challenging at times, but I'm here. I'm still standing tall. So
And
yeah.
And
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 is
is.
so what
So what
or who
or who
has been your
has
biggest
been your biggest
inspiration
inspiration
behind
behind
everything, including
everything,
your
including
musical
your
journey?
musical journey?
Um. So my musical journey. As far as that being inspired, I grew up. I'm a '90s baby. Well, technically, I'm an '80s baby, but I grew. I love the '90s. So listening to people like you know, shouts out to my brothers, Drew Hill. Listening to them as a kid. Um, I'm a big boy band type person. So like Jodeci, Boys to Men, Guy, Mint Condition. All them people I was listening to growing up. Um, I go on record saying I listen to R. Kelly. The first song I sung solo was "I Believe I Could Fly." So people like that, and then just in life in general, um, I would say my grandfather was a big inspiration. Um, Reginald Wade, he passed about 10 years ago. He was one of the biggest inspirations for me. Uh, and then just my inspiration is coming from inspiring the next generation as well. So and people with disabilities that think that they can't do anything. That brings me inspiration just to know I'm inspiring somebody else.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
I like
I
that.
like that.
So what I
So
didn't
what
do
I
was
didn't do was
introduce you
introduce you
as the
as the
artist that you
artist that you
are.
are.
And you
And
guys,
you guys,
I didn't
I
even
didn't
know that
even
he
know that
was an
he
artist
was an
at
artist at
first.
first.
I got
I got
surprised at
surprised
one of
at
the
one of the
conferences that I
conferences
went
that I
to,
went to.
and they said
And they
D
said
what they say
what they
artist
say
D
artist D
Ion,
Ion.
Yes.
and
Yes.
he
And
walked
he
out,
walked
and I'm
out.
like,
And I'm
what?
like, what?
So
You didn't tell me about this.
so Dion got birthed. That name came in 2021. Um, I but I've been doing music since 2009. Um, my original stage name was Closer to Christ, aka CTC. So some of the music that you might hear today, you might hear that reference CTC because that's who I was originally. But some things happened legally. I had to get rid of Closer to Christ. So when I started, everything happened in COVID. You know, COVID. Some people say that COVID was a disaster for them, but I saw it as a blessing for me because I rebranded everything during COVID. So when I started doing my music again, I started calling myself by my middle name, which is Dion. But going into like the database of when I put in Dion, it was a whole lot of Dions on music platforms. So I was like, how can I be unique? Mm-hmm. So I put an apostrophe between the D and the I. Moving forward, shouts out to the Why Not crew, DJ Il Nino and T Quest. When I presented my music to them, they're like, Dion. I was like, huh? What? What's that? So Dion was birthed because of DJ Il Nino and T Quest placing that name upon me, and it stuck. It stuck like glue. And everybody knows me. If they don't know me by Cyclops in Fleet DJs, they know me by Dion. So I ran with it, and all the music that I've done thus far is Dion. So yeah.
Okay. Speaking of this new music that we talking about, there is a song that he has written called Committed. And
so yeah,
tell us about that.
So Committed was actually the first song I ever did. It gives you a little bit of history of what I went through, from doctor visits to different situations. So it was just a testimony of me saying, hey, no matter what I'm doing, I'm gonna stay committed to God. So that was my first song. I recorded as a gospel recording artist under the name CTC. So yeah, that's how Committed came about.
Okay. So without further ado, we're going to play some of Committed.
Turn it up. Can't hear it.
Still can't hear it.
It's very vague. Turn it up.
It's this little weather going on over here, y'all. Let's see. It's still low. It's messing up everything.
From the East Coast to the West Coast, I rep the third coast, baby, for the Holy Ghost. You can call me America Most Wanted, cause I do this God thing, ain't no stopping it. They call me a true living legend, because I one got soldiers straight out.
Look, y'all, it's the devil. We're not gonna even let that. It's the devil, y'all. We're not gonna let him. And that's what that is. We were fine earlier. We were fine. But that's how
So
you work. But we not gonna let him win.
look, I could do it a cappella because that's probably one of my favorite songs.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the East Coast to the West Coast, I rep the third coast, baby, for the Holy Ghost. You could call me, you could call me America Most Wanted, cause I do this God thing, ain't no stopping it. They call me a true living legend because I one got soldiers straight out of heaven. You should have seen my mama break down in tears when the doctor told her I would not be standing here. But uh, dang.
That's why it's
but
unscripted and unfiltered. That is why, right there.
but I told my family not to worry because I want got soldiers straight because I want got soldiers. I forgot. But yes, that
You
was
got a
some of
lot
it.
of stuff.
Yeah.
And I like it. And you told me not to listen to it, so I hadn't listened to it yet.
Yes. So
But
that was one of my first songs. Yes.
yeah. And you done did many more after that. So to forget a couple verses is fine. So now you
Yes.
guys, y'all see that my podcast is unfiltered. It is a non-judgmental platform. For those who didn't know, it's just a fun space for people to share their stories, okay? So now speaking of stories, let's talk about this creative process, right? Can you walk us through the creative process in your songs? And how do you create such unique and powerful songs like that?
Man, it's different with the creative process for me. Well, first of all my music is basically based on my life, especially like music here recently, is really I like to call it life music because like I'm giving you my life through my music. But really some I'll say 95% of the time I have the beat first and I guess, vibe to it. And just kind of figure out what I could do. When I first started doing music, I just doing a lot of mixtapes. So I was basically taking, the hip hop music of the world and just flipping it. So, matter of fact, that Committed is actually off my first mixtape. Um, so, but then, like I said, some a little bit different because like I have a song that you're gonna be hearing in a few minutes if we can, called "Sorry." I wrote that song in 2010. 2010. Didn't know why I was writing the song, but I wrote the song. Basically, it's saying sorry for putting her before you, Lord. I really love and adore you. Basically, it's a song that I wrote talking about a relationship that I was in. That I basically turned my back on Christ and my family and my friends for this one particular person. But mind you, in 2010, that wasn't it. All this didn't happen. Um, this whole true situation didn't happen until 2018, 2019, 2020. Like through those years, like everything that I spoke of in 2010 in this song happened 8, 9, 10 years later. So I don't know why. Like God just put that on my heart um, to write it. The original song was actually supposed to go on the mixtape, my first mixtape, but I didn't. I never recorded it. It was actually supposed to go to the Marion's Icebox beat, but um, yeah, I never recorded it. But in 2021, when everything was happening, I was like, you know what? I think it's time for me to write this song because everything I said is happening right now. So I had a producer by the name of Gamwell, who's been my brother since 2010. We've been rocking with music for years. So I told him, I said, hey, I need an original beat for this one, and we did it. And when I say I literally was basically crying in the studio recording the song, because it meant so much for me to go through all that I said 10 years ago and to go through it at that present time and really let people know what I've been going through. And this was like my rebirth. Actually, that was the birth of D.I.O.N. That was the first single D.I.O.N. came out with. And yeah, so it's been different ways that my creative style is.
And I'm about to get on you because
because
you said
said
you didn't know
you didn't
why
know why
you wrote the
you wrote
song.
the song.
I didn't.
Now,
Now,
previous conversations that we have had
Mm-hmm.
have spoke on
spoke
us
on us
doing
doing
things
things
before time,
before
preparing
time,
us for the
preparing us
times
for
we're
the
in
times
now,
we're
right?
in now, right?
You all right? You all right? Man, y'all, she
And
be having me in tears.
these are the
the
moments
moments
that we need to
that we
hear
need to
about,
hear
right?
about, right?
And
Mhm.
then
And
now
then
I
now
see
I
another
see another
question
question
was
was
it a
it a
particular song or
particular song or
project
project
that holds a
that
place in
holds
your
a
heart?
place in
And
your
you
heart?
just
And you
told
just
me.
told me.
Yeah, sorry. Like I've
And you
done
know,
so
it's
much.
okay
It's okay
because I told
because
you, I
I told you
said
I said
the question
the
that I
question
have,
that
I
I
know
have,
you
I
got the
know you
answers
get
to
the
it.
answers to
So
it.
that's
So
why
that's why
I'm kind
I'm
of playing
kind of
around with it a little
around
bit.
with it a little bit.
And yeah, so
Because to
sorry.
know
To
you
know you
is to
is
really
to
know
really
you.
know
You
you.
know,
You know,
I've talked to
I've
you
talked to you
outside of this,
outside of this,
Mhm.
and I
and
knew
I
you
knew
were the
you
type
were
of
the type of
person
person
who come up
who
with
come
things
up with things
before
before
for the
for the
processes to come,
processes to come.
if that makes
If
sense.
that makes
Because
sense,
Yeah.
because
everything that you
everything
did,
that
you
you
didn't
did,
know
you
why,
didn't know why,
but you know you
but
just
you know
had to
you just
do
had
it,
to do it,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
to
and it was
prepare
to
you
prepare
for
you for
your right now.
your right now.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
See
saying?
what I'm
So
saying? So
that's why
that's why
I can't be
I
talking to
can't
you
be
like
talking
that
to you like
because
that.
you be doing
You
too
be
much.
doing too much.
Doing too much.
And yeah, so
Um,
all the music that I've done, like sorry, was like I said, that really hit home. So like that really has a special place in my heart because like I said, it really tells what I've been through. Cause I took a hiatus from music, so from 2014 to from 2014, no, I'll say 2015 because I was in the group in 2015. But from 2015 to 2020, 2021, I took a hiatus and life was lifing, you know? So that was the perfect song to come back to. And yeah, God was like, it's time for you to record the song. The song is already written. You just have to put the passion behind it, and basically that's what I did. I pulled out my Drew Hill card. I started putting my Cisco notes, and I was like, yeah, like this is the song that I'm really just letting it all out.
and I
And
really
I
want to
really
play
want
it.
to play
I'm
it.
going to
I'm gonna
try.
try.
I don't know
I don't
how
know
it's gonna
how
turn
it's gonna
out,
turn out,
Okay, we will pray.
but
We gonna pray.
but
we gonna
Yeah.
pray.
we gonna
We're
pray.
gonna pray the
We're gonna
opposite
pray the
prayer from what
opposite prayer
everybody
from
else
what everybody
praying,
else praying,
and see how we
and
gonna
see
do.
how we
Okay.
gonna do. Okay.
So you
Okay.
guys,
So
let's
you
try
guys,
to
let's
listen to
try to
this song.
listen to
Okay.
this song. Okay.
Let's turn it up. Let's turn it up.
It won't. I don't know. I'm learning.
into my life, that was just the enemy. He's my everything, but I'm out here trying to get her love and intimacy. See, we said just for one night, who knew that would mess up our whole life? Now we sitting here saying it wasn't right. Now we looking for a new whole life. See, we were bumping and grinding. I wish I could rewind it, but God steady talking to me like a guilty conscience. God steady talking to me like a guilty conscience. We were wrong, and we knew it. Well, I wrote the song so the whole world would know it. I was down on one knee, cause I was looking for her L-O-V-E. Sorry for putting her before you. All I really love and adore you. Sorry for putting her before you. All I really love and adore you. I'm in a triangle of loving you. I'm sitting here and I don't know what to do. Got me fighting with my family, got me fighting with my friends, and I don't wanna see how this is gonna end. Lord, I can't do this no more. Need to get back to my one true love. That's my love in you. I don't know how I will make it through. Father, please forgive me. I don't want you to turn your back on me. Get me out this atmosphere. I can get away. All the smoke can clear. Said I'm sorry. Get me out this atmosphere. I can get away. All the smoke can clear. Sorry for putting her before you. Forgive me. And don't sorry for putting her before you. All I really love and adore you. Got this icebox where my heart used to be. This icebox where my heart used to be. So cold, so cold, so cold. So cold, so cold, so cold. I got this icebox where my heart used to be. This icebox where my heart used to be. So cold, so cold, so cold. So cold, so cold, so cold. Sorry for putting her before you. I'm sorry. And so sorry. Sorry for putting her before you. All I really love and adore you.
I see why you told me not to.
Well, here,
I see why you told me not to listen to that song. Thank you for the heads up.
But you heard that song. You heard that song because the conference that you were speaking of earlier, that was the first time I actually did that song out live.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying to
Yeah.
actually listen to it before the podcast.
Oh yeah.
To like break it down. That's why I say with you, you write about life, and it be real. It don't be nothing made up, right?
Mm-hmm. Like
It's your
everything is
feelings and your emotions, and the best thing to do is be accountable. Accountability is everything.
yes, yes, yes. And that was, like I said, that was the song that I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I didn't know because, like I said, I was very emotional behind it. It was, you know, me really telling a story about me, you know, being very transparent, being very, um, to what was going on at the time. It was just like, okay, and like you said, we've had conversations where I done stuff, don't know why I'm doing it, but then at the end it turns out to be amazing. And I felt like, this was one of those things because, like I said, at the time I didn't know why I wrote the song. I didn't, you know, and like I said, I sat on it and never recorded it, and then to go through it and be like, huh, I see you now, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Absolutely. It. I'm just stuck on that song. I'm stuck on that song.
Yeah, yeah, that song was that
But
song is yeah. There's actually a
okay.
prequel.
So
There's a
let's
it's a prequel to that song. But you got to wait for the album to hear it. So yeah. So
I'll wait. Okay.
gotta wait for the album. So
Okay. So let's talk about the fan connection and performances. Okay.
okay, okay.
You have a dedicated fan base. So how do you connect with your fans? And what's the most memorable interaction you've had?
So are we talking about Dion? Are we talking about Cyclops? Which one are we talking about?
Both of them. We gonna hit both
Okay.
of them.
All right. So I say with Dion, when I first started doing music, it was really mainly for the youth. That's been my passion because I love working with youth, and in the church, working in the youth department as a youth leader. Um, I was, I listened. I listened to what these kids were talking about, and I'm like, okay. So that's why when I first started was, um, it was, taking their everyday hip hop music that they love and flipping it. So when they hear the beat, they're like, "Oh, I like this," but then they actually hear the message behind it. They're like, "Oh, okay." So that was really what my mission was when I first started. And don't get me wrong, it's still my mission. Is the youth, but at the same time, uh, my audience, as I mature, um, my audience has matured. So now I'm giving you um, songs like "Sorry" that might not appeal to the younger crowd, right? But it's going to appeal to the young adults. So that's where that connection is. So I've had the fan base that grew with me, um, and to see them still rocking, like, okay, like this is the music, like it's totally different now, like, and we love it. I'm like, okay, cool. Um, the Cyclops side of things, uh, like I said, I'm a '90s baby, so uh, I'm rocking, like I love rocking the '90s and 2000 crowds. Don't get me wrong, I could do the Sweet 16s and the season saints, like we call them in the church, the season saints. So but like RA's range is what I really like to do, because I know where my lane is, right? As a DJ, so I know how to rock a crowd when it comes to that. Um, so it and don't get me wrong, on both sides, DII and Cyclops. Before I do anything, I'm nervous as I don't know what, because I don't know how these people are going to accept me if I'm behind a mic or if I'm behind the turntables. I don't know how they're going to accept me, right? But once for as good Dion, once my music drops, all the nerves go out the window. Once as Cyclops, once I hit the turntables, play that first song, the nerves go away. So but that personal fan connection is really what I live for, because, like I said, my life is my story. My music is my story. So, for them to be able to relate, or be like, I've helped somebody, like I said, inspiring the people that don't feel like they could do anything in life because a handicap. Well, somebody told me, shouts out to Elder Corey Mobley from True Vision Church. He's been my mentor for years. And I remember the day before my concert, he was like, "You are the voice for the people with disabilities." And I was like, that's a heavy burden, like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. But, over the years, I see what he's talking about. And yeah.
Okay. So we just got word that you a dancer too.
Huh? Wait, what?
So,
Who told you that?
Yeah. She questioned, spilled the beans, and she said you are a dancer too. So, what is your favorite performance or venue, and why?
Dancing. So when I was little, me and my sister was in a youth dance organization called Lone Star Kings. Basically, we did from country western to hip hop. That's what we did. We traveled with it too. So I still had that in me every now and then. But I'm not really a major dancer like I used to be. Like I love dancing, like when I'm out having fun with people, but I'm not really a major dancer like I used to be. But if I had to pick, like, go back and say, like, what was like one of my top venues to perform at, I would say Washington D.C. in front of the White House. In 2000, and I think it was 2001, 2002, and our youth dance group got the dance out there. So yeah, I just remember that being one of the hottest days of my life, because at that time it was a heat wave going through Washington D.C. and it was so hot, like we were sweating, but we pushed through it, and it was a real good treat, and I loved it. So, but now I just dance just for have fun. So yeah, but don't get
Okay,
me on
so
the dance
me,
battle. No, I'll kick you out.
never, not me. No, I do real good sitting in a chair. But if I get up, it just no, it is not gonna. Yeah. What's that about? What's that about? Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, okay.
Yeah, this
All
one is
right.
about you. It's about you. It's about you. Okay. Okay. So, me personally, I have just started tapping into the music world, right?
Mhm.
I just did my first performance,
Okay.
and like you, I was nervous, real
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
So
And
what would you tell people like me about any pre-show rituals you may have, or routines that'll help get you in the zone?
so Dion. I have a ritual where I will not eat a heavy meal, right? I won't eat a heavy meal before. So before I'm hitting the stage at 6:00 p.m. I'm not eating until after I get off stage, right? But I have to have either an Arizona green tea or Mountain Dew, and either some Sour Patch Kids or some Twizzlers. That's my ritual. And like I remember for my concert that like in my green room, I had nothing but Mountain Dew, Kickstart, and Arizona green tea and Twizzlers all over my table because that's all I wanted. Like, get me in that space to where I'm focused with that. I'm praying. And then, that's how I get to the point. But don't get me wrong. I know artists, big mainstream artists that say they still get nervous because, they still want to be, perfect their craft, So nerves is something that's always going to be there. It's just once you hit that stage, those nerves go away,
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So being that you are different, you're brilliant. I don't label as disabilities being disabilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
We just handle things differently.
Correct.
And it's okay. It's okay to be different. It's a lot of people who don't have disabilities that haven't even done half of the things that you've done. And they have their total vision. Okay. So I mean, I just look at it as being different. You are very authentic. To me.
Appreciate that.
I want to play this song called Rep because it focuses on your live performances and energy.
Yes.
Do you want to play it?
Yeah. So Rep was like the biggest anthem for me when I first came out. Everybody knew me by Rep. It started off as a mixtape song to All the Way Turned Up by Roscoe Dash. Then it became an original track produced by Gamwell once again. Then it became a live track where I had a whole band, and that's basically what y'all gonna hear today is the full band arranged this, and it was, Rep was, like I said, I had a few songs that people knew me by, and Rep was really the first song that everybody's like, oh, when we hear Rep, we know who that is. And yeah, and I love Rep still to this day.
Okay. Let's play it. And you guys need to go download this song and listen to them in its entirety. So you can understand who he is in his life story.
Let's go! I'm a rep, Jesus Christ. 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 Everybody say I'm a rep, Jesus Christ. 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 As I got it tatted on my chest, and you're rocking with the best, and he's the Lord of all lords, he's the King of all kings, he's the real reason why I sing, and it's young boy from the streets of Satan. When my praises go up, my blessings come down, and we don't play around with that G.O.D., cause can't nobody do it quite like me, and he sits up high, up home like on my grandma, gonna save a place till I get home. Some young kids in the world, take a listen to this, cause can't nobody do it quite like this. Come on now. I'm a rep, ever be the same. And you know he died on Mount Calvary on that Friday. And you know he rose on the third day just for you and me. And you know that's how the boys be getting down when we praise his name. It be all over town. John 3:16 said it best. If God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. We should ever believe in his name. Should not perish, but have everlasting life.
That I had to do. All that I had to do. I don't want to do anything else. Nothing else. Nothing else. Praising you is all that I had to do. I don't want to do anything else. If praising you is all that I had to do, I don't wanna do anything else. If praising you is all that I had to do, I don't wanna do anything else. I'm a rebel, Jesus Christ. I'm a rebel, Jesus Christ. I'm a rebel, Jesus Christ. Everybody say I'm a rebel. Jesus Christ. Jesus
Okay, I like that.
I like that.
Yes.
Where do you
Shout
see
out-
where do you see your music evolving in the next few years?
in the next few years? I don't know. I would say more life stories. Because like I said, life be lifing. So and like I said earlier, as I mature, my music matures. So it might be more I never want to forget, about my youth, because like I said, that's what I started for. But it might be more songs, you know, like Sorry, and I feel like that's where this album is going. The album that I'm about to release it's a playlist of my life, right? So what you're gonna hear is basically everything that I listened to as a kid, like I said, 90s music, traditional gospel, like a funk feel, that you're gonna hear all that. So like I said, my music is steady revolving every day. So in the next few years, you never know. I might be doing a whole Spanish album. I don't know, but it's just how I feel, So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a Spanish album. I don't know if I'm going to do a Spanish album because I don't speak that much Spanish. But I'm just saying, you never know. You never know.
They have tools that will convert the words into whatever language.
Yeah, so
Big homie knew what he was doing when he was doing it with this technology. Yeah.
So yeah, matter of fact, because one of the songs we were supposed to do it was like a reggae type song I was supposed to do on this album, but the production kind of fell through, so we said we'll wait. But that the song that I do have for that beat, well, the production when it's done, it's gonna sound real nice. So yeah. So
okay. Well, you guys, we have had an amazing journey to walk through the life and story of Cyclops, aka DIon, aka all these aliases that he may have.
Look, I remember my best friend's wife in her phone. It has all the aliases of my whole career. So it's CTC, Phony Boy, ENT, well, it's not DIon because he didn't know DIon, but yeah, so it's DIon, Phony Boy, ENT, CTC, Closer to Christ. Yeah, that was all the people that I used to say. So yeah.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah. So
What I want to do now is get your social media handles so people can follow you and your journey.
okay, so Cyclops. You can find DJ Cyclops on all social media platforms at DJ Cyclops 210. Except for TikTok, it's DJ Cyclops 7 on TikTok. You can find all music, all the shows, updates, and everything else where I'm gonna be at. As far as Cyclops is concerned, Dion, I have an Instagram page. It's Dion underscore FKA underscore CTC. Yeah. So yeah, that's my Instagram. But my Facebook, it's just my regular page, Christian Forney. That's where I post all my my DIon information. Cause like I did have a music page for my artist side, but with the legal stuff that I went through, as far as my name being changed, I deleted that page. I haven't started over yet, but I will. So but yeah. So Christian Forney on Facebook, and you'll find everything there. So, yeah.
Okay. I really have enjoyed this time with you hanging out.
Yes, she
And I
didn't make me
know
cry,
the
y'all.
listeners.
She did not make me
I
cry.
tried not to because I had to change a lot of stuff. Yeah, I had to change a lot because I was gonna go there with you.
Like I was
I
waiting
was
for
gonna
you.
go there.
I was waiting for it, and I
Oh,
prepared myself. Cause
I
I
didn't
would tell
prepare
y'all.
myself.
I tell y'all, man, we have some conversations, and I guess we call her for one question. Boy, say she be having me in tears. I'd be like, wait a minute, wait,
Yeah,
no.
this
So
just
yeah.
to break you in. This was just to break you in. It won't be this easy next time. I'm just telling you.
Whew, okay. Okay.
So you guys, you have any last words for people, for the
um,
listeners?
I I would say, continue to know what your why is, right? Because your why is always going to keep you motivated to keep on going. Never lose sight of that why. Always stay focused on that why. I will also say, um, even in the darkest of dark situations, right? God's gonna shine His light as bright as day. You just gotta see it. So wherever you're going through, where you might think, hey, this ain't gonna work. Just keep faith, and that. Just continue to pray, and God's gonna continue to work it out for you. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
That is a great way to end it. That is awesome. And you know me being who I am, as the gospel division say, the bishop.
She is the bishop. The bishop. Yes, he is. The bishop.
I want to tell
want to
you
tell you
personally
personally
to believe in
to
yourself,
believe in yourself,
stay true to
stay
your
true to
path,
your path,
and let your
and let your
passion drive you.
passion drive you.
Appreciate that.
And like I
And
said
like I
before,
said
your
before,
journey
journey
will
will
always be
always be
easy,
easy,
and it don't
and it don't
supposed to.
supposed to.
But at the
But
end of
at
the
the end of the
day,
day,
it'll be
it'll
uniquely
be
yours,
uniquely
right?
yours, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's
You
what
And
better.
is
that's
that's
what
what's going to make
going to make
everything
everything
worthwhile.
worthwhile.
Okay.
Okay.
The moments
The
when you want
moments
to
when you
quit,
want to quit,
you
Ooh,
got to think
cussing.
you got
about
to
it.
think about it.
If I
If
quit
I
now,
quit now,
my blessing may
my
be
blessing may be
tomorrow, and
tomorrow,
now I done
and now
missed
I
out.
done missed out.
Man. Cause you know it's been time, boy. Say
So
it's
you're
been
gonna
time
So
when
have
you
I'm
gonna
like,
have
people
people
that are gonna come
that
at
are
you
going to come at you
sideways
sideways
because
mm-hmm.
because
you thought that
you
they were there
thought that
rocking
they were
with
there
you,
rocking with you.
but the whole
But the
time
whole time
they were
To pray
only
on
they were
there
your
with
only there
you
with you
pray on your
because
downfall.
because
you
you
opened
opened
doors
doors
that they
that they
couldn't.
couldn't.
So
Mm.
they use
So they
your
use
gift,
your
your
gift, your
anointing, and
anointing,
your
and your
talent
talent
to get through
to
them
get through them
doors
doors
because they
Mm.
don't
because
have
they
a
don't
pure
have a
heart.
pure heart.
Mm. Mm. You better,
You
boy. You
understand?
better
You
speak.
understand?
You better speak. You better
That's gonna
speak.
be on
That's
my
gonna be
piece
on
with
my
straight
piece
up
with
fish, but
straight up
that's
fish, but
another
that's
story for
another story
another
for
day.
another day.
But
You better
But
speak.
you gotta
you
know,
gotta know,
and he give
and
you the
he
gift
give
of
you the gift of
discernment.
discernment.
It's people with
It's people with
20/20 vision
20/20 vision
can't see the
can't
things
see
that
the
you
things
see,
that you see,
and I gave you
and
that
I
for
gave you
free.
that for free.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Yeah. I got clear sight. Just remember that I got clear sight of what I'm supposed to be doing. So,
He unveiling
He
and unmasking
unveiling,
all the fake
unmasking all
folk.
the fake folk.
You understand what I'm
You
saying?
understand what I'm saying?
y'all praying for the downfall, but it's okay. I'm still here. I'm standing tall. Don't
They throw
worry.
you, they throw you
They
under the
throw you
bus.
under the
They don't
bus.
know
They
you a
don't know
seed.
you a
Now
seed.
you know when
Now
you
you
throw
know
a
when you
seed
throw a
in the
seed in
ground,
the
if you
ground,
water
if
it
you water it
properly, you're
properly,
gonna
it's
come
Mm-hmm.
up.
gonna come up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You gotta
You
change your
gotta
grade
change
of
your
water
grade
you
of water you
use.
use.
Boy, you bet, boy. Hey, so see preaching now, y'all. The bishop is in the room. The bishop has
But yeah,
entered
we're
the
gonna leave
room.
on that note.
That note,
I love
I
you
love you
I love you too,
with the love
sis.
of
with the love
God.
of
Ain't
God.
nothing you
Ain't
can do
nothing you can
about it.
do about it.
Prepare to be
Prepare to
sick
be
of
sick of
unique.
unique.
You can't
Okay.
be sick of unique. We love unique.
So
We all
yeah.
love you. We all love you.
Before we get
Before
off
we
though,
get off
I
though,
need you to
I
tell them
need you to
about
tell
the
them about the
explosion.
explosion.
The Tennessee, the
Yes.
Texas
The Texas
event. We need to
event.
talk
We need to
about
Yes.
talk
that.
about that.
So I didn't mention this. I am the Fleet Gospel DJ's manager, and let me back up. Fleet Gospel Division of the Year manager.
You better
You
talk
better
about
talk
it.
about it.
Yes, so we are doing our second annual Texas edition Gospel Explosion. We started it last year in Dallas. We're bringing it back in Dallas this year. And when I say it's about to be some amazing people that's going to bless the mic, y'all going to be in for a treat. And, we got the one and only Bishop Unique hosting right there. Yeah, she's hosting. So, yeah,
Yes.
it's gonna be fun. We got people coming from Baltimore, Cincinnati, Florida, Virginia, Connecticut. We got them all coming to Texas for this gospel explosion, and I just can't wait till y'all see what we have in store. And we actually have our own media person for the event. Her name is I don't want to jack up her name, but it's Ariana. Um, she has it's not a red carpet, it's a pink carpet, and she's gonna do interviews for the artists, as well as she's a praise dancer. And this girl is only 10 years old, y'all. And when I say she has a gift, yes, she has a gift. So y'all make sure y'all come out, Dallas, Texas, December 8th. It's gonna be at the Digital University Studios, and y'all just be in for a treat. And like I said, you never know. We might have some surprises coming through too. So you never know.
I love it.
I love
And
it.
y'all heard what
And
he
y'all
said. He
heard what he
said the
said. He
one and
said the one
only
and only
The one
will
and
be
only.
will
hosting
be
that
hosting that
event. Okay.
event.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So y'all
Yes.
So
gotta come
y'all
out and
gotta come
support.
out and support.
If y'all can go
If
to
y'all can
events
go
to
to
do
events to
club,
do club,
the best place to
the
be is
best
to
place
go
to
give
be is to
God what
go
is
give
due
God
unto
what is due
him
unto him.
for
You
this
better
For this
gospel
preach.
gospel
show.
event.
You better
Because if
preach.
it
Because
wasn't
if it
for
wasn't
him,
for him,
and I'm gonna leave it
and
just
I'm
like
leaving
that.
just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and wait, there will be food. There's food. So
Now they trying to
Now
book the
they trying to
tickets.
book
They
the
want to
tickets.
know what
They
to
want to
eat
know
at.
what
You know,
to
they
eat.
gonna
You know,
be
they
ready to eat. You know.
there will be food. We got some stuffed turkey legs. We got some fried fish. We got some fried chicken. We got some fully loaded baked potatoes. We got it all. So y'all come and y'all make sure y'all grab a plate, and yeah. So
I need to put
I'll
my
be
order in now.
yeah, we do have some vendors coming as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a real good event. So yeah.
Okay. So like I
So like
said,
I
y'all,
said, y'all,
if y'all
if
don't
y'all
go,
don't go,
y'all gonna miss
y'all
out
gonna
on what
miss out
God
on
is
what God is
doing.
doing.
And a lot of
And a
people
lot
miss
of
out
people
what
miss
God is
out what God
doing
is
because
doing
of the
because of
package
the
that it come
package that it
from.
come from.
So don't
So
miss your
don't miss the
blessing.
blessing.
Don't
Worried
miss
about
it.
the
Worried about the
package.
package.
Don't miss it. Don't miss it, cause
Okay.
Okay.
yeah. Mm.
But it has
But
been
it has
fun,
been
you
fun, you
guys.
guys.
I love
I
y'all
love
with the
y'all
love
with the
of
love
God.
of God.
My
My
next
next
guest that's
guest
coming
that's
on the
coming on the
podcast is
podcast is
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
It will
It
be
will be
Dr.
Dr.
Marsha,
Marsha,
and she
and
is
she
the
is the
Grandma
Grandma
2.0,
2.0,
the
the
founder.
founder.
It's going to be
It's going to be
amazing because I'm
amazing
the
because I'm
youngest
the
grandma
youngest
that
grandma
she
that
is going
she
to
is going to
interview
interview
on her
on her
podcast.
podcast.
And so we're
And
going to
so
get
we're
this
going to get this
tea
tea
about
about
how
how
we are
we
versus
are versus
how they
how
are.
they are.
So y'all know
So
my
y'all
whole
know my
character
whole character
anyway.
anyway.
I got my
I
own
got my own
analogy for
analogy for
everything.
everything.
So tune in
So tune in
tomorrow
tomorrow
and get this
and get
tea,
this
and we may
tea and we
learn
may
something.
learn
Okay.
something. Okay.
So this
So
is the
this
unique
is the unique
experience
experience
podcast, the
podcast. The
place
place
where broken
where
crayons
broken
still color.
crayons still color.
If you have a
If you
story to
have a
tell,
story to tell,
this is the place
this
to
is the
tell
place
it.
to tell it.
This is a
This is a
non-judgmental
non-judgmental
platform,
platform,
and it is
and it
open
is
for
open for
everyone to
everyone
be a
to
guest.
be a guest.
Until next
Until
time,
next
take care
time,
of
take care of
yourself.
yourself.
And if you
And
ain't
if
did
you ain't
nothing
did
that you were
nothing that you were
supposed to
supposed
do,
to do,
what you
what
waiting
you
on?
waiting
Let's
on?
get to
Let's get
it.
to it.
Let's go.
Talk to y'all
Talk to y'all
later.
later.
Oh, Lord, I gotta
Oh,
end
look
it.
at it.
There